24 Hours of Booty. The name alone makes you take notice. And once you find out what it stands for, you can't help but embrace it.
I love the name. I thought it was a very catchy name. It gets your attention.
24 Hours of Booty started as a small idea that came to me as I rode around the Booty Loop in the summer of 2001 and decided I'm going to do that myself. I'm going to do something about cancer. I'm going to take a stand.
I went through my breast cancer diagnosis and treatment in 2001, about the same time that Spencer Lueders was starting the 24 Hours of Booty.
The word is that he did it alone and went 313 miles to give us this venue.
I first rode in 2004 and was just overwhelmed by the whole aspect that one person started this program.
Once I learned what the 24 Hours of Booty was about, I couldn't help but become involved.
What's interesting to me as a founder of the event is the effect it's had on the cancer community.
We lost our 18-year-old son in August of 2004, and while he was in the hospital here in Charlotte that summer, we saw news clips on TV of the Booty, and we knew immediately it was something that we wanted to become involved in. And we ended up with over 30 people riding in memory of Aaron, and we raised over $8,000 in our first year.
Since its inception, 24 Hours of Booty has continually gained momentum. In 2002, Spencer raised $6,000 as the sole rider. In 2003, 110 riders raised $33,000. In 2004, 505 riders raised $105,000. In 2005, 825 riders raised over $275,000. And in 2006, 918 riders raised over $352,000. Nearly $750,000 so far, which goes to national charities such as the Lance Armstrong Foundation, whose mission is to inspire and empower people with cancer to live strong through education, advocacy, public health, and research programs. Charities in the Carolinas like the Brain Tumor Fund for the Carolinas are also benefiting from the money raised by 24 Hours of Booty.
You're never ready to do this thing, dude. You know? It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt bad. But I did it last year. I'll do it again this year. Because you're going like from here to Florida, but never leaving.
If you haven't heard of 24 Hours of Booty before, chances are you will soon.
How can you not hear about it? It's everywhere.
So many people that are in the cancer community have come to me after the event or during the event and relayed stories and metaphors of how it's affected them during the event. That told me that this is something special.
Everybody has been touched somehow by cancer, whether they've had it themselves or a family member or a friend. Everybody knows somebody that's had cancer. So it's so heartwarming to see all these people out here.
I am not athletic, but I can look at the back of somebody's booty number and see that they're riding in memory or in honor of somebody, and it just gives you that extra push to want to go a little further. And us being oncology nurses, we've seen our patients give it that extra push to get through their treatment, so that's the least that we can do.
It was definitely a fun experience. The ride went for obviously the 24 hours, and one of the most memorable moments for me was at sometime maybe 20 or 30 minutes before sunrise. I was riding around the course and I noticed birds for the first time all night start coming to life, and that's what the cue was to me, that, hey, the sun's coming up. And sure enough, 20 minutes later, the sun came up with the birds.
24 hours is a long time when you actually focus on one thing, and you don't realize it, but when you're there, if you go out and ride an hour, you know, at the start, ride a couple hours towards, you know, late in the evening, a couple hours through the night, before you know it, you've got your 50 to 100 miles, and it's really very quick and easy.
I can't stress enough that this event is truly for everyone. We have whole families come out and do it, all the way from 7 years old up to 77 years old.
The first time that we did it, we weren't sure we could make it 24 hours, but we did.
My dad died from leukemia in 2000, so I've always wanted to do a race that could raise money for cancer, but I never had time to do team and training.
At the 24 Hours of Booty, we've taken care of everything. We've got a closed course, police support around the loop, we've got all the meals covered, all the snacks, all the drinks, product demos, you name it, we've got it. There's no other 24-hour road cycling event out there. It's also the only 24-hour road cycling charity event in the country. This event is also unique in how you can raise money. It lends itself well to pledges, so people take pledges for by the mile, by the lap, by the hour, and it gives them a really unique platform to go out there and raise money.
No booty! At the beginning, they had the little prep talk, and the gentleman talked about how this little boy gave $1 because his dad died of cancer just recently, and he wanted to pitch in somehow. And the gentleman that organized the race was so touched by it that he went and told a neighbor, and the neighbor was so touched by it that he matched the kid's $1 and then wrote a $5,000 check. And that really keeps me going. And in addition to the fact that my dad died of cancer, so I'm doing this because who knows, maybe a little bit of money that I raise might help others.
Ride one loop or the full 24 hours.
It's for everybody at any level.
Solo or with a team. You'll definitely have a great time.
I'm always looking for a new challenge.
Because it's not a race.
It's about having fun for a good cause.
24 Hours of Booty is a movement.